Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Luigi Coppola, the poetry preacher. I will do two poems for you today. The first one is based on, is in fact actually the original words to one of my favourite nursery rhymes. There was no lady that swallowed a...
Fly.
There was one person, that was unbelievable. There was no lady that swallowed a fly, but this is the original lyrics, changed for political reasons. There was a young species that wiped out the bees, stifled the breeze, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a dread species that drowned all the cats, skinned them and wrung them and swung them in sacks. There drowned all the cats and wiped out the bees, tightened their squeeze, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a strange species that slaughtered the hogs, violent epilogues for all of the hogs. They slaughtered the hogs and drowned all the cats, skinned them and run them and swung them in sacks. They drowned all the cats and wiped out the bees, increased the degrees, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a blind species that butchered the tigers, the satiate buyers, with the skins of the tigers. They butchered the tiger and slaughtered the hogs. They slaughtered the hogs and drowned all the cats, skinned them and run them and swung them in sacks. They drowned all the cats and wiped out the bees, brought a deep freeze, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a hateful species that hunted the rhinos. For ivory they disposed of all of the rhinos. They hunted the rhinos and butchered the tigers. They butchered the tigers and slaughtered the hogs. They slaughtered the hogs and drowned all the cats, skinned them and run them and swung them in sacks. They drowned all the cats and wiped out the bees. Sold or they seized, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a cruel species that culled all the elephants. Oh, what malicious negligence to cull all of the elephants. They culled the elephants and hunted the rhinos. They hunted the rhinos and butchered the tigers. They butchered the tigers and slaughtered the hogs. They slaughtered the hogs and drowned all the cats, skinned them and run them and swung them in sacks. They drowned all the cats and wiped out the bees. Sold or they seized, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a mad species that murdered the whales, sawed off the tails of all of the whales. They murdered the whales and culled the elephants. They culled the elephants and hunted the rhinos. They hunted the rhinos and butchered the tigers. They butchered the tigers and slaughtered the hogs. They slaughtered the hogs and drowned all the cats, skinned them and run them and swung them in sacks. They drowned all the cats and wiped out the bees. Spread a disease, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a lost species that cut down the forests. Slitting your wrists is cutting down the forests. They cut down the forest and murdered the whales. They murdered the whales and culled the elephants. They culled the elephants and hunted the rhinos. They hunted the rhinos and butchered the tigers. They butchered the tigers and slaughtered the hogs. They slaughtered the hogs and drowned all the cats, skinned them and run them and swung them in sacks. They drowned all the cats and wiped out the bees. Pulverized trees, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a doomed species that blew up the planet. Damn it!